Ciao Eurovision fans, it's time to make predictions about the second semi-final, who is going to pass to the final, to the grand final of Eurovision 2022. My name is Tatiana Spiteri, it's Blogovision, let's go! In the second semi-final, we've got 18 countries competing and there are only 10 spots. The second semi-final is so much harder than the first one, so much more packed with all the good acts and standing out performances. However, we have also seen some pre-parties of Eurovision 2022, which happened in Barcelona and Amsterdam and Tel Aviv. And more or less, we can look at those videos, we can predict how they're going to make it in the final. First of all, we've got Finland and everybody's, well, every rock soul's favorite, the Erasmus. Last year was about Måneskin, it was more about punk rock side and so on. Erasmus have nothing to do with that, absolutely not. This is more of a soft pop rock kind of style. This will touch the souls of people who have already loved and listened to, of course, the Erasmus since I was 17. That's when the Erasmus changed my world, oh my god. And then, of course, after In the Shadows, Living in a World Without You, and all the other tracks, they sort of faded away. The vocalist moved to Hawaii. Now many of them live in different countries. The guitarist there lives in Singapore. Let's put it this way, it's not easy then to get together and play tours together and keep your vocals great. We saw them perform in the national selection, we saw them perform at pre-parties. Vocally, when the track starts, Laudi is very insecure when it comes to starting the song.
It's time to put her face on. King says a killer show can hear.
Yes, it shows that he hasn't been performing for so many years. You can hear how the vocals are shaky. But I do wish Jezebel all kinds of luck. I do believe that all the community of the Erasmus in every country will be voting for them. These are the epic rock window openers in Finland, most important after him and Ville Valo. So let's see. And next one we've got Israel and You Know I Am. I know I like the song. I know I like the song. I know I like how he sings live, but at the same time, they call it a death trap position. Number 2, they go after Finland and then before Serbia. Constructor, which will be so unusual that it will attract attention, which might put our Israeli contestant Michael Ben David a bit in the shade, you know, in the shadows. Oh. In the shadows. Will he come out of the shadows or not? I heard that for now it's not even known if Israel will be competing or maybe they will not. There were some tensions inside the delegation and how apparently how the performance should be. Probably Michael is quite an easily inflaming kind of guy. So let's see, let's hope that Israel is there. I will enjoy his live vocals for sure. The song is not that difficult vocally, but even, well, from the first seconds it will attract attention, it will stand out, it will go, hey, Christina Aguilera vibe. Number 3, that is Serbia, Constructa and In Corpore Sano. Well, we know what she will be doing on stage. Constructa will be again washing her hands. I have heard so much feedback, so much positive feedback about how unusual, how creative, how non-standard this is, that when I hear the recap, I think it's got the rhythm, it's got style, it's got this unusual approach. I'm not sure that 200 million people, and most of whom are watching it for the first time, will know that the story is actually about how it's a two-faced policy, that we're sort of fighting for everybody's health and restrictions in corona times, but at the same time one of the band members died, from what I heard, because of simply lacking insurance, and the government was not helping with that somehow. So this is about this kind of two-faced attitudes. People who will be watching it at home and on YouTube will be thinking that this is about just keeping you disinfected and keeping your hands clean, keeping your body clean, and making sure that everybody is safe and sound. I think that will be the message I am putting her through. Number 4 to perform is Azerbaijan and Nadir Rustamli. Now, I love Nadir's voice. I mean, let's put it this way, he's not the Yamame of Romania guy, but at the same time, he is also, you know, producing the sweet impression. This is not something I would expect of Azerbaijan at all, because Azerbaijan usually comes with more, you know, national motifs, a bit of folk. You remember how it was in 2020 with Cleopatra, you remember 2021 with Matahari, but this time that there's nothing like that. Right now Azerbaijan went the way, you know, that, I don't know, Sam Ryder of the UK went. Yeah, this very strong vocal.
I go slowly through the door. You always go and blame the weather.
I want them to make it to the final so much, but I also understand that after Finland and Israel and Serbia, Azerbaijan and following, one of them will have to go home. Either it's Israel or it's Azerbaijan. Now in position number 5 to perform in the running order, we've got Georgia and this very weird track by Circus Mercus, which I don't even consider much of a, you know, like song per se. For me, it's more like background music for some computer game, yeah, and that's where it should stay, unfortunately. This is not a Eurovision track. This is not, let's be honest, I can barely make it to 3 minutes of the song when I'm listening to it. So I listen to many songs of Eurovision on repeat, but this is not one of them. This is hard to digest for me. This is very hard to swallow. Also, we saw their live performances at pre-parties of Eurovision. There is nothing really to behold, I'm sorry. Let's move on to Malta, Emma Muscat, who is in position number 6 in the running order. Hey, wasn't Destiny also in the 6th position? Yes, she was in the final. Yeah, when she passed to the final, she was in position 6, and many were complaining that EBU doesn't want Malta to win. That's why they put her in the 6th position. But guess what? If Emma, and I think she will go to the final, then in the final they will make sure that she will be in the second half or somewhere in the middle of the running order, and that will work in her favor. Of course, this is not a top 10 kind of song, but I saw how Emma performed in one of the pre-parties recently. Damn, that black golden outfit, woof. You know what I mean? Emma will attract attention. She couldn't be more charismatic and sweet than that.
Take it or leave it, I am what I am. I am what I am.
If we put it together, the song is very banal, typical, but still if we put it all together, plus they'll probably put the piano, and then she will be walking around the stage. She's got a stunning figure. She will be smiling like the sun all the time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially after Circus Mercus. This is not Circus, she is going through. In the position number 7 in the running order goes San Marino and Our Stripper. I know that in Italy he managed to be several times in the, like, at the top of Sanremo, not winning it, but being very close to the winning spot, but not for me. And this is very you know, it's like kind of Lady Gaga attitude epatage, but not in the way that I will want to vote for this, and probably neither do you. I don't know, I cannot judge him on the vocals, I cannot judge him much on his choices of presentation, but this like provocative attitude will probably work against him, not for him, I'm afraid. So after Malta, I'm sorry, but San Marino for me will stay in the semi. Next we've got Australia and Sheldon Riley. I'm not the same, no.
It's not just me, it's not the same. We're not the
not the same, and the song is not the same, and because the song is not the same, that is going to attract a lot of fuss and attention. Also, he's got such a background story behind it. Again, people who watch it for the first time do not know the story behind it, that he was so underrated and misunderstood until he decided to come out officially, and that's why the mask covers his face for most of the performance. I hope they remove the mask faster in the semi-final, because we want to see his real face sooner. But what I also know is that Sheldon sent this mask, some of his creations, to Lady Gaga. Can you imagine Lady Gaga buys her masks from Sheldon Riley? This is awesome. That means that the show will be guaranteed, and we will want to rewatch that video of the semi-final again and again. And when we want to rewatch it, what happens? It passes to the final. So Sheldon, will see you in the final, won't we? We are moving on to Cyprus. Andromachi. That's how you pronounce the name. Yes, Andromachi. Ella, Ella. Does it only sound to me, or have I already heard Ella either from Greece or Cyprus in Eurovision? I see it in the final with a bit of a question mark. I do not doubt that there will be performers, that there will be like a lot of dancers around her. Cyprus always goes for this like dancey and like let's make it super sexy. We haven't seen her perform live, but there is one for pre-party of Eurovision prepared performance where she did a great job. I don't know if there was any tuning in or any kind of, you know, effects, like editing or polishing, retouching on top of that video. But wow, she can sing live so well that when we talk about vocals, hands down, she's in the final. When we talk about support for Cyprus in the voting, probably also yes. And she's quite a good-looking lady, just like Emma Muscat of Malta. I don't know, I think she will be there. The only reason I'm putting a bit of a question mark here is because it's again the same music writers. It's again the same kind of composition. It's again the same kind of structure. We adored it when it was Fuego. We adored it when it was Tamta, but already a bit less. And now it will be even a bit less again, because they're sort of trying to repeat the success of the previous performers and running the same formula. But how long will the same formula work for them? Like, I don't know, it's a pity, you know, it's a pity because the vocalist is amazing and I want her to come with something that shows her own personality. I am what I am, you know, that shows her as she is, but this sounds like a super overproduced local Dream Team track. Next we've got Ireland, Brooke, and That's Rich.
That's rich. It is coming from you, and that's rich. Well, I got nothing to prove.
No. Sorry, but no, not for me. And I think not for many others. Neither will it stand in the recap, nor will it probably be too much of dancing going on. So I think it will have similar effects, like in terms of voting, similar results as last year's Leslie Roy. Leslie Roy's song was totally different, but yeah, I don't think that the performance will somehow, I don't know, get criticized much in terms of the performance, but I don't want to see this pink blonde kind of, I don't know, I'm a rich daddy's girl. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see what was in the music video. I'm not saying the song is hopeless, but it's very bubblegum poppy, and that is what is a killer in this case, rather than that puts it through. No. And then we move on to North Macedonia in position 11, Andrea with Circles. Very underrated track, very underappreciated vocalist. I think she's amazing in how she sings. I think she's got the presence. I think she's super likable. Andrea, I hope that you surprise everybody. We don't know yet what she can pull out on the stage of Eurovision. I hope she can kill it. And I hope she will be this kind of a surprise qualifier, because for now I don't think many have put her through in their minds. But for me, from the moment I heard the song, I was like, whoa, you know, like that deserves to be through already for its melody and its stunning vocals. I'll put it now under a question mark. But personally, to my taste, through to the final, full stop. Moving on to Estonia, which comes in 12th. Stefan and Hope. Well, we all need hope. Everybody needs hope right now. Stefan is a super likable one, super charismatic. I have been following his career for a while, and I'm reporting from Estonia. Actually, at the moment I'm actually in Malta here, but yes, I live in Estonia, and I have followed Stefan's attempts to win Estilaoi for a long while, which made me sort of not believe that they would ever choose him to represent Estonia, because his family is whole Armenian. They were born in Estonia. He was born in Estonia, but that he's from an Armenian, you know, background, and I didn't think that it would be so easy. It wasn't easy, obviously, but I was doubting that this was the year that he would be chosen. But he conquered everybody's hearts with hope, and now I hope that he will not only make it to the final but also come very close to top 10. I hope that he's got top 15 potential. This particular chanting part, I hope, is not my favorite, although it will get people to sing along. But I enjoy actually more this Western style of verses, where he begins in this very deep, low voice, which is totally not typical of Stefan. No, listen to his other songs and performances. Here he surprised even himself, I think, and then people were like, what, Estonia, Armenian guy singing an American kind of Western song? But then again, why not? Why not? Haven't we seen how different countries represent each other and how they do very well at Eurovision? Everybody needs hope. I need Stefan's hope as well, so let's put it through. Next we go to Romania and Urs and Yamame, call me Urs. Yeah. We'll dance together. This guy can dance. This guy can attract attention. This guy knows how to keep eye contact. I was watching Romanian national selection. He wasn't my number one, but he was my top 3. And I thought, okay, Romania decided to go kind of a safer way this time. I'm not saying this is a very memorable song, let's be honest. Not memorable, yes. I'm not saying this is a kind of original song that we have never heard before, but this is something to move your body to. He's totally comfortable on stage. They are not risking this time with insecure stage behavior, stage presence. He's been a sweetheart in all the interviews and surprised everyone with his kind of, you know, warm, affectionate, chill, but also confident attitude. So maybe under question, but I will risk and put him through. Moving on to Poland, and we've got Chris, as he usually likes to call himself, Christopher Ochman, River. Down to the river, but he will not go down to the river, he will go up to the final.
Bury all my things, bury me in my skin, all that I've done, oh Lord, I'm done.
I know that in the betting odds he's predicted to be top 10, if not like top 6 or top 5. About that we have to see, but he's somewhere, yeah, like not less than 15th for sure. I would personally put him through, no questions asked. But at the same time, for me, this represents the song makers. This represents Duncan Lawrence's entry from the Netherlands, because the same songwriters are behind it. I don't see Poland in that. Sorry, I see the international songwriters. And the next in line is Montenegro, Vladana, Breathe. Let's be honest, yeah, after so many good songs and memorable vocalists, she will have to go home. Not much to say about that. Nothing against the vocalist, she is a nice vocalist as well. The song is very, not peripheral, but you know what I mean. The song will be associated only with that particular part with Montenegro, and it's not the song that can become a hit of 2022, like an international hit. And then we've got position 16 with Belgium, and here comes our Jeremy Makis.
Miss you. Promise I will miss you now.
This is Hello from the 90s, sort of boy band feel, or I don't know what you call it, let's call it, yeah, from Backstreet Boys to Justin Timberlake. But yes, he will pass because it will stand out in the recap. That's what most important, I think. That is very important, that this 20 seconds to 10 seconds in the recap then stand out a lot, and this is what will happen after Vladana's Breathe. And we've got Sweden and Czech Republic. Now Sweden is of course going to make it through, Cornelia Jacobs and Hold Me Closer, despite the fact that in the national final the stage was nothing particular, nothing special. We know that Sweden puts a lot at stake at actual Eurovision semi-finals and finals. I hope it's not the green circle behind her. And moving on to Czech Republic, who are closing with this Lights Off song.
Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now?
Domi will have to not let us down vocally, because the only thing that's live in Eurovision is vocals. And now the vocalist, Dominika, I think her name is very shaky vocally on stage, both in pre-Eurovision parties and in general when it was a national selection. I think it might not be the best closer of the semi. I'm a bit surprised why they chose Domi to be last in the second semi. Yes, it's maybe just to get people to dance and chill and be like woohoo. But the stronger they let her, do the vocal part as opposed to the music background, the more chances there will be that she gets too nervous and is simply very young to get herself together and pull it out. Although then as the song progresses, it becomes just very dancey, very fun, very club, and I'm sure that the vibe, the atmosphere will be awesome. So I don't know, for now it's under question for me, it's under question, but I will not be surprised both if she manages to do it like vocally perfectly and passes, and I will also be not taken aback if she doesn't, and if Czech Republic doesn't make it through to the final, because Cornelia Jacobs before that will certainly be more memorable. Now those are my predictions, and I have been following Eurovision since I was 17, I believe, when I started watching Eurovision. I'm 36 now. You do the math. You can disagree with me, you can fight about, let's discuss whether your opinion coincides with mine. Thank you for having stayed with me all this time, and if you managed till the end of it, subscribe, and I'll see you when it comes to Torino. I'm flying soon to Italy, packing my suitcase already. Let's see you Turin soon, and bye!